Hello, what's going on, guys? I'm Champ, and in today's video, we're gonna be another tier list. So if you are new to the channel and you enjoy tier lists, go previously, I guess like maybe 3 videos is it, and you could see a solo showdown one. But today we're gonna be doing Brawl Ball, and I do want to apologize. My lights aren't working, so currently I am recording this in the dark, which is why my face is super bright right now. I have like the like I can look and see everything like all the outlays, and my face is very bright because I'm looking at an all white screen currently. But yeah, if you guys are new, like and subscribe, and let's hop into it. We're starting off strong with Bonnie. I think Bonnie is really good because typically, this is every single like map combined, so we're doing overall. But overall, Bonnie is really strong just because you typically do want to play her on open maps, and typically when people play brawlers on open maps, typically long range brawlers are low health, and when Bonnie gets her super, she can just jump on you and kill you. Next, Janet. Janet's super strong just right now in the meta currently. I don't like her gadget. I mean, her star power. No, not her star power. Her super. I apologize. Isn't really the best for Brawl Ball. I think it definitely works on other game modes like Bounty and Gem Grab. But I do think she's still an A brawler. 8-bit, gonna be a C tier. Quite slow. Not really mobility. Brawl Ball is a fast-paced game. You want to get down on the opposite side of the map as quickly as possible to score, and vice versa to come back and maybe block the enemy team from scoring on you. Ash, our first S tier. Ash is just really good and really dominant. I think he's one of the, if not the best tank currently in Brawl Stars. So he's just an easy S. A lot of the times you just get a good Poco comp on him. Like, he's just never gonna die, right? Barley, I'm gonna put him in a D tier. There are throwers I like more than Barley. It's not really, Brawl Ball isn't really, again, like a controlled game mode. It's more of a fast paced, get in, score type game mode. So he's just not really the best. B, A tier, can shred tanks, really good. She can shred anyone, right? And then her, I'm gonna put her at a B tier. I think she's a little overrated in my opinion. She's very strong against people who I guess don't know how she works. Like, you get hit by her, don't stand near your teammates because her shots are gonna ricochet. And then sure, her super, I keep saying star power. Her super is really good at just, putting down a tanky brawler or maybe like a brawler's carry and just dealing with them really quickly. B tier, she does work, but with her knockback, being able to hit you and moving the ball, there's out of your like possession, but there's just other brawlers at that, right? Bo, another B tier. Maps with a lot of bushes, he can be really good at with his star power, but he works in other game modes. Like that's probably what I'm gonna say for most of the brawlers is they work better in other game modes. Brock, B tier. Depends on the brawl person playing him. You hit every shot, he's amazing. You miss every shot, he's worthless, right? Bull, put him in C tier. Don't really like Bull. I think he's the traditional tank. Big, beefy dude. You get close, you die, and there's just people who can just take him out before you get close, right? Buster, S tier. He's insane right now. I did try to get onto Brawl Stars earlier today, so there is a chance that he is nerfed. So if I'm making this video and he got nerfed to the ground and you're seeing it, I'm sorry. Buzz, A tier. He's just really good, especially in lower elo, because people just don't really know how to deal with him. He charges up his super and then he jumps on you, and typically if he's jumping on you, that's because he believes he can kill you. Byron, D tier. I know I said he's really good with like the double tank, but I think just Poco does a better job at that, so you're just gonna want to go Poco over Byron, and Byron by himself without any other tanks just really isn't that good. Carl, A tier. He just is really good at just getting to places. He has 2 really good gadgets. His star power allows you to spin on people and take reduced damage, and then obviously his attacks just do a lot of damage. Bonnie, another A tier. Wouldn't say there's a tank meta, but with Buster being released, that you're probably gonna see him more and more often as the time goes by. And Colette, typically, if you're playing in Power League, you pick Colette to counter, and then if you're even playing in like, I guess 3v3, like, would you call it blind pick, where you just play Brawl Ball and just see what you get, or you're playing with a team and see who you go against. Typically, if it's a map with a lot of barrels and like objects in the way, Colette's a solid pick because traditionally you're gonna see a tank there, right? Colt, C tier, he can open up the map, which is really good, but you know, depending on who's playing him, it could go either way, right? It can go either way. We got Crow. Crow A tier. It's just really annoying brawler to go against. He's just really annoying. Hits you with the talent, and you almost are forced to stay back and wait for it to finish, like chipping at you, and then you have to re-heal it up, and it's just really annoying process. Amber has B, really good like area control. Her gadget does give her increased movement speed. There's just like she doesn't really do anything to like get you out of the ball other than just like area control. Daryl, S tier, S tier, S tier. I have a friend who, like, if you put him on Daryl, he will run past your entire team with the ball because he'll pair up, like, he will shoot the ball forward and he'll super forward. And you can, especially in my elo, he's super solid for just getting behind people. Like, if, let's say, the enemy team is too far pushed up and then the Daryl gets the ball, he can just shoot the ball, roll to it, and there's nothing the enemy team could do because he's already too far ahead and is going to score. Edgar, D tier. People just know how to deal with him. I even think in my elo, like obviously in pro play, people know how to deal with him. I even think in my elo currently, people just know how to play him. M's, A tier. Very solid brawler, easy to play. If your enemy team is going to score on you, you can just run at them, pressure gadget, hit them away, hit the ball away. Just really solid. I can't remember her name, so I'm going to skip her for now. Actually, I can't remember her name, but I'm just going to call her the Flea. Oh, Eve. Eve. It's Eve. Oh my gosh, it's Eve. Sorry, there's like 56 brawlers in the game, and I'm just trying to... No, there's 61. I'm sorry. There's 61 brawlers in the game, and I'm just trying to remember them all off the top of my head, and it's getting a little bit challenging. But Eve, I want to say, is a solid B tier. Again, just long range, really good, but there's nothing really to like destroy objects or stun you out of scoring the ball. Fang, I'm going to put in the A tier. He's really good at just jumping on you and killing you, and then obviously with this like spinning in a circle gadget, it can stun you from the ball. Frank, I love playing Frank in Brawl Ball, but I think he's a C. Actually, no, he's a B tier. He's a B tier. You know, he can destroy basically any wall with his super solid. Just basically, if you don't have a team comp with like a tank shredder, there's just no way you're gonna kill him. So he just becomes insanely dominant. Gale, S tier, insane gadget, insane super for Brawl Ball. Just all around really good brawler for Brawl Ball because it's really hard to miss your shot even when you're auto aiming since it's quite wide. And yeah, it's just really solid. Gene, C tier. There are times where people play Gene and like get a really good super on you and destroy some of your like your side of the map. But other than that, like C tier at best. Griff, S tier. Gadget destroy walls is just really solid right now. Grom, I'm put C tier. I don't think a lot of throwers work really well in Brawl Ball except for one we'll get to, but yeah, C tier for right now. Gus, A tier. He's just really solid right now. He has really good, even though he's a support, he has really good solo capability, which is like, it's weird. His shots don't do that much, but then when you take in effect, like getting your super on him, increasing the damage, and then also having a gadget where like you shoot, the ghost spawns next to them, you know you're not going to get there, so you activate it and it does like plus like 1,400 damage, I think. Jackie, B tier. Could be really annoying at times if you do not have a comp against her and she can just run you down, and it really doesn't take that much skill to play her in my opinion. Jessie, C tier. Turret, although is really strong, it's just it can only stay one place, and when let's say you push up to score, you drop the turret down, you guys something happens, you don't score, and they push to your opposite side, the turret becomes basically just non-usable. There's another. It's basically I'll just put them both here, I guess. You know, just not save it. Leon, A tier, just really good at dropping out a gadget. You don't know where he is. Really solid solo capabilities when he goes invisible with the ball, with the speed. If you miss like step, he can just score on you. Lou, B tier. His area control is really good. I don't see a lot of people just playing well with Lou, so there's something in my body that's just like holding me back from like actually ranking him higher than he actually is. Max, solid A. She's just really strong. There's a lot of mobility. She can make anyone on your team speedy, and Brawl Ball again is a game of speed. Meg, C tier. doesn't really work in my opinion. Like I don't like Meg. I don't think she's really strong right now. Obviously, if you have like a Byron to keep her mech alive or a Poco to keep her mech alive, it could work. But I don't know. Dynamite though, I am putting at a B tier. Dynamite is really good in Brawl Ball just because when someone has a ball and they're running, you can almost like aim ahead of them and like just area control, and then stunning them, and then also just having a super to blow up walls and create just wide open, easy to score goals for your team. Mortis D tier should never be. I'm just kidding. I'll put him in A tier. Right Mortis player will always do good in Brawl Ball, and the bad Mortis player will always do bad. And we're just gonna go. Even though I personally suck with Mortis in Brawl Ball, but I guess we'll just put him in A tier because he can work really well if you know how to play him. Mr. P, C tier, not doing well. Sometimes he's really good in the meta, sometimes he's really bad. Currently, he's just really bad. Nani, I'm putting in the B tier. You hit your shots. He can be really good. He has a super that can blow up walls. Nita, I'm also going to put in the B tier. If she gets her spawner down and you can't deal with the bear, it just becomes almost impossible to go against. But again, that's based on like who you go against team comp wise. Put this a little down so you can see everything. Sorry, as like the list expands, so does the tab. A little weird, but Otis S tier. I was wrong about Otis in my last solo showdown tier list. This brawler is extremely strong, man. I just like, it's weird. Like, I don't know if you're at the age yet where you can buy a car, but I ended up getting a car. I'm not going to say what car, but ever since I've driven this car, all I see is this brand of cars, and it's such a weird, like, I don't know what the effect is, but ever since I said Otis was bad, I've just seen him everywhere. And also, someone left a comment and said that he was good, and I was like thinking about it. I was like, is he good? And then out of nowhere, I just start seeing him everywhere, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this brawler is impossible to deal with, right? Pam, A tier, she can do it all. She can do damage, she can tank, she can heal, complete package. All right. Penny, B tier, she gets her mortar down. She's really solid. She's not. Do I say more? Piper, another B tier. Depends on the map heavily. And also depends if you can hit your shots or not. Poco, S tier, extremely broken, can work with any tank comp in my opinion. Obviously, Ashe is more of like the probably what you want to stick with the most with Buster or Daryl, but extremely strong all around with the damage buff. El Primo, put him with a B tier with my boy Frank. He's really good at like basically jumping on you, taking you out. They pass the ball up to him and he scores. It's happened to me multiple times, but again, with Colette just being really good right now, it's just a lot of tank killing brawlers. There's better tanks, and there's a lot of tank killing brawlers right now in the meta. So it's like, you know. Rico, never see Rico's. I think he works way better in Gem Grab than Brawl Ball. I think he is better than Cole, even though Cole and Rico are kind of the same, except Rico can bounce his shots, which actually is a lot different, actually, now that I'm saying that. But yeah, Rosa, C tier, just really isn't that strong right now. There's just a lot of more tanks that are better than her. Colonel Ruffs, A tier, always going to be a really good brawler. He does have, like, people say he doesn't have solo capability. Everyone's like, oh, he's weak, but he really does. Like, when I played Ruffs, I pushed him to 650, and I just had a really easy time with him. And it was like, wow, I can solo people, and I can also make my carries stronger. This is awesome. Sam, A tier. I don't think he's better than the top 3 tanks I have currently up here, but I do think he's just really, really strong currently. Obviously, with his Knuckle Busters, being able to get movement speed. Movement speed is a big thing. I've said it multiple times. And then also just being able to solo everyone. Like, a lot of tanks, when they have movement speed and can just get onto the squishies, or even tanks in general, tank-on-tank action, it's quite strong. Sandy, C tier, just not really strong right now. Like, there was a post I saw, and it was like Sandy on release and Sandy now, and everything is just like 10 times lower than it was on release. And I'm like, wow, they really butchered my boy. Shelly, another C tier, not that strong. Starter brawler, not really supposed to be that strong, kind of just supposed to be easy to understand, and she does that job perfectly. Lola, A tier, just being able to burst so many people down, and when she gets like her super on top of a brawler, it's almost like impossible for her to lose a 1v1 situation regardless of range, especially depending on the user. Spike, I want to say A tier, but at my heart I know it's B tier, but he is just, actually no, I'm going with my heart, A tier. It's so hard to deal with him when he throws shots in open range, and it's almost impossible to dodge with like the spinning, the curveball. It's almost impossible to dodge. I keep hitting my mic. Stop hitting my mic. What are we doing? Currently we got 8-bit. I think 8-bit is the best thrower brawler. Sorry, I've been talking for a lot. I'm not used to talking. Is the best throwing brawler for Brawl Ball in my opinion. So he's just gonna be a B tier. Obviously, be able to block certain parts of the map, or even to block your own goal or the enemy's goal if you want to troll the enemy, or even troll your teammates. Sometimes you can just like block the. Actually, let me do this. Sometimes you just block. Or actually, no, because the like immunity thing like breaks it. So I guess trolling kind of got fixed. But if you did play on his release, there's a lot of trolling in that. A lot. Squeak, really good area control. A tier. Like, I know I said Barley is an area control brawler, but Squeak just does a lot of really good job with his gadget, just slowing it down and basically just taking area control to a whole new just level, right? Just a whole new level. Stu, S tier. A lot of mobility. If the person's playing on like 10 ping, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose every single time. Surge, C tier. Surge, you die a lot. In my elo, there's a lot of aggressive players who just don't know how to play passive, so you just die a lot. And Surge, that's kind of not what you want to do. That you don't want to die. Tara, I love Tara, B tier. She does work really well with certain comps, but obviously she's very super reliant. I think she just does a better job in gym grab. Tick, D tier. He's going to be in D tier in all these tier lists. I don't want to see him ever. Delete him from the game, Supercell. And yeah, here we go, guys. This is the tier list. Let me see if I could work on it getting a little bit smaller for you guys. Oh. All right. A little bit smaller so you guys can see all of them. I'll get a little bit smaller. And yeah, here's the tier list. If you guys did enjoy, let me know. If you have anything you guys would like to change, also let me know. And yeah, I'm going to repeat it again because maybe you didn't hear it at the start. We're going to be doing a tier list of every single game mode. So definitely leave a like, subscribe if you guys want to see that. And if you guys want to see other videos on my channel. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you guys in the next one.